24-hour, what's just been the mentality after those 24 hours? What have you guys been focused on after maybe a tough loss on the road on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, 24 hours is up, and we've been focused on nothing but Washington. I mean, we have a good team coming here, and we got to, this would be a good game for us to bounce back. And it's going to be a battle, though. They're a good team, and, we're looking forward to another really good opportunity.
What's the mentality right now in the locker room, just with kind of the mood of the team 5 games into the season?
I mean, 5 games, for the most part, we're still pretty healthy, which is awesome that, we got a little banged up last week, but for the most part, I don't think there's any, season any injuries or anything. So, it's just continuous recovery treatment as far as physically and everything. But then mentally, we're just doing everything we can to just be as prepared as we can for Saturday. And, we're just always trying to get better. And, even, when there's losses, sometimes that's a really tough learning experience, but, sometimes you learn more in those opportunities than you do if you win. So we're just trying to, the 24-hour rule is up, so we're doing everything we can to just, get ready for Washington.
Yourself personally, after you watch the tape, what do you take away from how you performed against the Buckeyes that maybe you want to improve on?
There's a couple of things that I took away from the film as far as maybe my feet a little bit, but, I think overall, there's some good and there's some bad, not just from me, but from everyone. And I think, we're just doing everything we can to, learn from that stuff and, apply it to this week and, just really clean up those mistakes and, whatever went good for us, we're going to build on it.
You look at Washington, I know Ohio State has maybe the top defense in the country. Washington's got a pretty stout defense as well. You guys look at this as another challenge for the offense to really try to maybe, get something rolling?
Yeah, when you're playing in the Big Ten, you're going to play a lot of really good defenses, and for the most part, the majority of them are going to be top 10, defenses. So, Washington's definitely a good defense, and, they have a lot of new players, new staff and everything, but for the most part, they're still a really good football team, and, they played in a national championship last year, so, they're definitely a good squad, and, we respect them a lot.
Washington's one of the new teams in the Big Ten. Is there anything they do defensively that's maybe different from what you see from a normal Big Ten team?
Kind of nowadays, every Big Ten team they've been switching it up a lot, within recent years. So they have their own schematics, and, it's early in the week, so we're just doing it, we're just trying to, learn our opponent to the best of our ability, and, we'll have a better idea by the end of the week.
You had a couple departures from the program over the last 24 hours or so. Is there an idea right now of just wanting to make sure you guys are still focusing on the guys that are in the locker room, or rallying around the guys that are still here?
Yeah, absolutely. Whoever's here, we want to, the train's still moving forward. We want to, for the guys who left, wish them all the best. They, made their decisions, but, our focus is on who's here and who wants to be here and, who wants to help this team succeed.
Is it tough when you come off a loss like that? You lost to Iowa State and you lose to Ohio State, to kind of keep the confidence level up? Is there a sense of we're missing out on some opportunities here, even though we still have 7 games to go?
Yeah, I think you can't really dwell on stuff like that. That's, kind of the part of the 24-hour rule is that we have to, what happened has happened. And, if we're just going to sit around and, kind of dwell on, maybe a missed opportunity or, what didn't go our way, then, it's going to stack up and lead to, worse stuff, honestly. And we have plenty in front of us. We've only lost 1 game in the Big Ten. There's still plenty to play for. And, it starts with bouncing back this week.
You're mentioning some good and some bad. What were kind of some of the good takeaways? It seemed like you had some good momentum going in the first half there.
Yeah, overall, in the first half, it was a couple hiccups, but we were able to move the ball pretty well, and I think, stringing some of those plays together is going to be good for us. They're a really good defense, and, for us to, show that we can move the ball, I think a lot of it was, our third down efficiency was really good, and, when we were, even our passing efficiency was pretty solid. So I think, those were some really good takeaways, and I think overall just the maturity and some of the stuff that we were able to find in the passing game, with our receivers, those were some good signs.
You're probably not going to go up against a better defense than the one that you just saw. Does that kind of function as a little bit of a measuring stick?
Honestly, not really. We play all kinds of good defenses. It kind of all depends on the scheme. For them, they have obviously a lot of talent everywhere and a really good pass rush and, good DBs. So, that's kind of behind us now, though. At this point, we're just doing everything, all eyes are forward, and then we're not going to it's not like we're going to play poor defenses from here on out. You know, like we're playing good defenses, so our focus has to remain strong.
Okay, I know when you came to Iowa, you wanted to kind of help change the narrative, the national narrative around the offense. I was just curious, like, do you feel like you're playing at the level you hoped you would play at when you transferred here?
I think right now I'm playing pretty solid. I think, you know, obviously there's some things I want to clean up, but right now I think, you know, really these last couple of weeks I've really found a good rhythm, and I'm getting through my progressions really fast, and you know, maybe a couple accuracy things, but I mean, that's going to happen. But right now I think, you know, right now I'm just getting better every single week, and that's the best thing I can do to help the team win.
When you look back at